Hi, this is Khushbu Singhvi and welcome to my YouTube channel. All the products that I'm using in this video are curly hair friendly. If you want to know more about it, please watch my previous video for the same. If you want to know how on a wash day I go from this hair to these beautiful curls, then keep on watching this video because I'll be sharing my full wash day routine here. Enjoy! And in case you only want to see the styling part, then I provided the timestamp here. So the step number 1 in my routine is pre-poo. Pre-poo basically means applying oil or butters in your hair before you shampoo your hair. This helps to protect your hair from the shampoo, which can strip off the natural moisture of your hair, and of course it provides nourishment to our hair and scalp. I like to gently massage my scalp for at least 3 to 4 minutes. Please make sure that you are using your finger pads and not your fingernails to do so. Obviously I cannot show you the whole process here, but I hope you get the point. And then I apply oil to my hair strands. I normally just go randomly and make sure that all my hair is coated with oil. I do not really detangle at this point, but I just separate the loose knots if I find any in my hair. And after that, I leave the oil in my hair for at least 4 to 5 hours or overnight for my hair to completely absorb that oil. And I normally detangle after this using a white tooth comb or a brush. If sometimes I'm in a hurry, I might do this step in the shower while the conditioner is on. So now let's move on to step number 2, which is shampoo. You can also use a co-wash if you like, but I prefer to use a shampoo. Also, I always dilute my shampoo with water before I apply it. I'm sorry I forgot to record that part, but please do so because it helps in not using extra quantity of shampoo, and I feel it cleanses my hair better without stripping the moisture from my hair. Now I really like to massage my scalp really nicely with the shampoo for at least 3 to 4 minutes so that I can really keep it clean. Please do so because it will help you remove the buildup, the dirt completely from your scalp. Now as you can see, I'm not applying any extra shampoo on my hair strands. It's just on my scalp and I'm massaging it. And now I'll just pass that same shampoo through my hair strands. The hair strands will be clean enough with this shampoo and you don't need to give it any extra shampoo because this might make your curly hair further more dry. And now while rinsing out the shampoo, I make sure that I'm passing it through the hair strand so that they can be clean. Let's move on to step number 3, that's conditioning and deep conditioning. The reason I've put them together because when I use a market bought deep conditioner, I do not normally follow up or use a normal conditioner because I don't feel the need to do so. If I'm using a DIY deep conditioner, I will follow up with a normal conditioner to remove the particles or the smell of that. So I normally divide my hair into 2 parts and I start applying my deep conditioner. If you have the patience, I'll recommend you to make smaller sections and then apply a deep conditioner for a better application. I just do it on certain days because I'm very lazy to do it every day. Alright, but I make sure that I do apply the deep conditioner to all my hair strands because this is extremely important. Curly hair are very dry in nature and deep conditioning is, I feel, the most important step of my whole routine. So I make sure that I soak my hair in that deep conditioner. Especially the hair behind near our neck, we tend to miss it, so make sure that you apply it there and apply a little extra on your ends. Once I'm done applying the deep conditioner, at this point I like to provide heat to my hair. Heat helps in better absorption of the deep conditioner. You can just pause and read what I've written here. So I normally like to give heat for 20 to 30 minutes, and if I am not providing heat, I will still keep the conditioner in my hair for at least 20 minutes and then move on to detangling my hair. So for detangling, you can use a white tooth comb or you can use this brush that I'm using here. This one is from Miniso. I'll try to link all the products in the description box so you can check them out. Now while detangling, make sure you start from the bottom of your hair and then move on to the roots. So once you detangle the down part of your hair, then you can detangle from the roots. This is the best way with the minimal breakage to detangle your hair. And of course, once you are done detangling, rinse out the mask completely from your hair. So now let's move on to a final and most interesting step, which is styling your curls. So I normally use a leave-in or a curl cream and a gel to style my curls. I like to style my hair when they are dripping wet. This provides minimal frizz and a much better definition to my curls. Here I've switched to a cape because this protects your body and your clothes from the stylers and things don't get messy. So you can of course style your hair in two ways, either upright or upside down. I'll try to show you both the ways today so that you can choose what works better for you. So what I'll do is I'll divide my hair into two sections, and for the down half I'll do a upright styling, and the top half of my hair I'll do the upside down styling. I'm just putting my hair in a loose bun here and we'll get started. Now we use a leave-in or a cream or both for curly hair because they are very dry in nature, and just like how our skin needs cream, our hair needs it too. I do not like to layer up my stylers a lot, so I'll not be using a leave-in today as I don't feel the need, but you can decide according to your hair type and use a leave-in or a cream or both. So here I'm emulsifying the cream really well in between my palms, as my palms were wet, so it will emulsify it well. Now I'll just go in praying hand motions and apply the cream on my hair. I make sure that the cream is completely absorbed in my hair. Until then, I keep applying it in praying hands motion. Once I'm done applying on one side, I'll switch on to the other side. We'll again take around this amount of cream and do the same step on the other side as well. While applying any of your products, please make sure that you do not miss your hair behind, the one right behind your neck. We tend to do so, but actually that part of the hair needs a little extra attention as it always comes in contact with our clothes and pillow covers, and hence it tends to get drier faster. Once I'm done with praying hand motion, I like to take my fingers like this through my hair, which is also called as raking. This helps in better clump formation and better distribution of the product. Then I'll take a white tooth comb and I'll go through my hair with this. Now a white tooth comb will remove any little tangles that might have remained in my hair or that might have come while applying the products, and also it will help you in better clump formation. Now this is an optional step. If you want you can skip it, but I like to do it for better distribution of my product. So once I'm done using the white tooth comb, and I'm going to go on to the next step, which is scrunching your hair. So I do not like to scrunch a lot because it gives me a lot of definition and tight curls, so I'll just do it a little. Now, while scrunching here, I did realize that there is no water which is oozing out, and I could not feel that wet sound in my hair, so I'm going to add some more water to my hair. Now if you see, I've switched over my cape because I thought it will be better and more clear for you to see instead of on the black side. I'm just adding a little more water here, as normally I would do this step in the shower, but today because I was recording, I'm doing it outside, and in that process my hair has dried up a little. So whenever you feel the need, please add extra water to your hair so that you can have better clumps and minimal frizz. And then I'll go ahead with the scrunching of my hair. Now, if in case after scrunching you see any frizz in any section of your hair, make sure you smoothen it down with your hands. Whatever frizz that remains in your wet hair while or after styling actually remains when your hair dries up as well. So let's move on to our next step, which is the gel. I'm using modified flaxseed gel here. The recipe of the same can be found on my Instagram if you wish to see how I made this. So I'm just taking the gel here and distributing it well in my palms before applying it on my hair. Now I normally apply the gel in a mix of raking and praying hands method. I do not normally go very long with the gel how I go with the leave-in or cream, because my main intention with the gel is to just coat my hair evenly with the gel. So I don't give it a lot of time as how I give it to the leave-in, but I make sure that all my hair strands are well coated with the gel. So once I'm done applying the gel, if I'll see any frizz anywhere in my hair, I'll just try to smoothen it down with my hands. And then I'll take the white tooth comb and go through my hair. This will again help me with even distribution of the gel and better clump formation. And then I'll go ahead with scrunching. And then I'll repeat the same process on the other side as well. So once I'm done scrunching and applying the gel, I normally again check if anywhere I can see any frizz. I'm going to smooth it down with my hands so that there is no frizz when my hair dries up. Now that we are done with our behind part, we're going to open the front part, and I'm going to use the same clip to loosely clip my already styled hair, and then we'll go ahead and style the front half of our hair with upside down styling. And now I'm adding a little water to my hair as my hair is really dried up, and as I told you, for styling I really want my hair dripping wet. So I'm again using the same curl up cream, and I'm going to emulsify it well in between my palms and apply it the same way as we did earlier with praying hands method, and I'll make sure that I do it till the cream is completely absorbed. Once that is done, we'll move on with raking, and I'll do it for a little while, and then the same way I'll move on to the white tooth comb, and this will ensure that all the tangles which are there, they go away, and I get better clumps and even distribution of products. So basically we are repeating the same step again. Now I'm going to go ahead with scrunching. Now while scrunching, you need to make sure that there's enough water in your hair, and you can see that water dripping and you're getting that squish sound when you're scrunching your hair. I'm using the same modified flaxseed gel, and I'm just gonna take it in my palms and go ahead and apply it evenly all over my hair. Now once I'm done applying the gel, I'm going to see for any frizz which is there. I'm not using the white tooth comb here because my hair had formed very nice clumps on its own, and I didn't feel the need of using the white tooth comb, so I'm directly going ahead with the scrunching. Now I'm going to scrunch my hair for 2 to 3 times, and that's it. As I told you, I do not like to scrunch a lot. And then just check that there is no frizz in your hair. There are no clumps where you can see frizz. If you can, just smoothen it down with your hand. Once that is done, it's time to take our hair behind. So just turn to either left or your right side and slowly take your hair behind, and then just shake your head nicely so that your hair can fall back into place. And yeah, that's it. We are done with applying the gel, and we are done with our styling. After this, I'm just putting my hair in a microfiber turban. You can also use a microfiber towel or a soft t-shirt. And yes, please do not forget to wash your face. It's very, very important to avoid any pimples with the stylers that you've used. I'm gonna plop for 10 to 15 minutes, and yeah, that's done. And these are my results after air drying my hair for around 5 to 6 hours. So yeah, that is it for my wash day routine. If you like this video and found it helpful, do like, share, comment and subscribe. And also, if you have any feedback, do share it with me. Thank you so much for watching.